Okay. Yeah. I'm on. Yeah, if I'm gone, I'm going in a blaze of glory. Middle finger to the niggas that did nothing for me. See niggas tried to clown cause I ain't got a degree. Told them walk amongst the G's for acknowledging me. I done been around the street, learned to chop up a key. On the same block, things
Yo, this your boy Tay from the Bay.
I'm the real Tay.
You know what I'm saying? We're out here with Power, Powder, and Dollars. You know what I mean? This is episode number 3. You feel me? So I appreciate you guys coming. Make sure you guys subscribe, like, and comment. You know what I mean?
Facts.
So let's get into it. You feel me? So first and foremost, COVID, man. This shit's crazy, right?
Right.
You know, we're back at it at top numbers. You know what I'm saying? Ever since Juneteenth, you feel me? They let the Negroes come out here and do their thing, and then next thing you know,
To catch them.
Right. July 4th come around, they want to shut everything down for July 4th, but they didn't shut everything down for Juneteenth.
Nah. Because that wasn't gonna fuck with their agenda.
Right. You know, I find that interesting. You know what I'm saying? But the numbers are up, man. You know, and as we know, it's just disproportionately affecting the black community.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So we definitely got to be aware of those kind of things. They're going up everywhere. You know, everybody's talking about we haven't even hit stage 2 yet.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And supposedly what it's doing now is more easily spread, although not more dangerous, you know, once you get it. But apparently it's a lot easier to get it now.
Right. So, I mean, but, you know, let's be honest about the whole situation. You know, the likeliness of you dying from COVID is very low, especially if you're a young, healthy adult. Not even necessarily a young, healthy adult, just a healthy adult. But that's the issue in our community is because we suffer from heart disease and COPD and all these other respiratory type issues in the first place. So health is a major issue when it comes to our community. And that's a question unto itself. Why are we disproportionately unhealthy than other groups in other communities? I think that's something that definitely needs to be discussed.
Big discussion. Because it's fixable.
It's definitely fixable, you know what I mean? But we live in a culture where culture comes before common sense.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? We all grew up on a movie called Soul Food. You know what I'm saying? Where grandma died from diabetes, nigga. Diabetes, right? And then the whole movie go through, and at the end of the movie, what are they eating? The same shit that probably gave grandma diabetes in the first place.
That's like one of them things too, bro. I read somewhere that was like the biggest downfall of black people, or the second. It was drugs and soul food, bro. And the way the food affects us, because we don't pay attention to it, but a lot of this shit is that feel good, that comfort food, and we taking that shit in like bullshit high numbers though. You feel me? Like,
salt.
I just made a whole goddamn oxtail. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I'm gonna go eat that, but that's a for real thing though. We don't address it enough because we don't. It's not an acute problem though. You feel me? So it take 30 years to manifest and make itself into something that you about to die from in 5 years. So we just push it to the back, bro.
So you know, make your health a number one priority, most definitely as black people in this country, and also you know what I'm saying. If it don't make sense, stop doing it. You feel me? I don't care what culture it belong to. You know what I mean? Like, soul food is slave food, bro. It tastes good.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's slave food. It was something that we were pushed on that we had to eat because we didn't have anything else to eat.
Scraps.
You know what I mean? Scraps. And we made something out of nothing, as we always do.
Right.
But once you get something, it's time to do away with the nothing at the end of the day. So, you know, make your health your number one priority, most definitely. And be safe out here. Wear your masks, man. You know, that pushes us into kind of our next topic in a sense to where, you know, we have this crazy obsession with conspiracy theories. You feel me? COVID is a thing. You know what I'm saying?
Real thing.
You know, me and Tay both work in the first responder field. We're seeing it everywhere. You know what I'm saying? And the crazy part about that is it's as if our community feels like everybody's in on this conspiracy. If you're a first responder, they're sending some email telling you to lie to everybody about You know, this shit is some shit. You know, but I think the true issue is that we don't really understand health, which isn't a problem. If you're not a health professional, why would you understand medicine to a degree? You know what I mean? But the issue is it's a lot of people that's loud and wrong. You know, there was a young dude that died early on from COVID, and they said the news report said he died of COVID, and people were saying no, he died from heart failure.
Right.
You know, but the thing is that respiratory failure is the first major cause of heart failure. So what people don't understand is that you don't die from COVID, you die from complications of COVID.
Right.
You know,
it's like how that HIV thing works.
Oh, most definitely.
Like you get it, but you don't die from it.
You don't die from it.
But you
die from the complications of it.
Yeah, you got another medical condition, and it's exacerbated by it, which is, I think that's how a lot of the conspiracy comes, because I think people mistrust when they're not educated on shit, and we've all done it. You know what I'm saying? But it don't have to necessarily be your responsibility to understand and be educated on it.
Right.
But your responsibility has to be for yourself. So if it's said and it's understood and people are actually dying from it, don't start the conspiracy shit on that. I mean, if you want to have a conspiracy theory about why socks is made a certain way, whatever. But if it's health and people around you really getting knocked off from it, you got to be more responsible than that.
Most
Put
definitely.
your mask
most
on,
definitely.
protect yourself, stay out people's faces.
Most definitely, you know, and it's understandable. We have a strained rapport with the medical industry. You know what I'm saying? From, you know, syphilis in Tuskegee to the fact that black women have disproportionate issues during childbirth and medical issues, you know, within itself.
Right.
But we have to be able to be intelligent enough to use our own discernment, you know, and, you know, Google's right there, man. You know, you can always look up the information.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Google don't lie to nobody. Put some shit out there, but you gotta,
Yeah.
you still gotta get through the BS. But
I mean, at the end of the day, you can't Google something one time and then go pick the first thing and say that's the truth. Yeah, I mean, you have to do your due diligence and do your research. And research does not mean just going to Wikipedia or any web page.
Or a YouTube video.
Yeah, you know what I mean, it means getting a handful of different information from different sources, checking out where they got their information from, so on and so forth, comparing and contrasting them, and then at the end of the day, what you do have to do is decide what makes the most sense. You know what I'm saying? But we have to be able to think objectively about these things, because it's your life at the end of the day.
Facts.
And everything in regards to medicine, the government isn't lying to you about. You know what I mean? We are a ecosystem. So at some point in time, things that you do affect everybody. You know what I'm saying? Not just your environment. So, you know, they don't want that shit to run off to them. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's getting this shit, and it's affecting us disproportionately because of the fields that we're in.
Right.
You know. So yeah, do your due diligence, man, and definitely make sure that you put your masks on.
Take care of yourself. We just been lax, man.
Right.
We've been lax just as a culture, bro. And I hate to make it specific to that, but we finding every way to get out and start being social again, and we know it's not over. And I get that, you know what I'm saying, everybody's tired of it. Everybody's waiting and ready to get back out and just live that regular life, but it ain't safe right now, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's just getting more and more unsafe. We thought it was dying down. People thought it was dying down. It was published that it was dying down, but it's not. You know what I'm saying? The numbers are up. This shit broke like another record yesterday. You know what I'm saying? So
in Georgia, I think it was like 3,000 people, 3,000 new cases in Georgia, and you know, as I said, we're being affected by it at a much higher rate than the rest of the community is, and we're already on the low end of the totem pole economically. So you're talking about, I want to say they said about 48% of black businesses have closed right now due to this. Within the next few months, the extra $600 people have been getting through unemployment is about to be gone. You know what I'm saying? This has sped up the decline of the black community. You know what I'm saying? You've already had economists saying that we're about to have like zero worth, you know what I'm saying, in the next 5 to 10 years.
Right.
They weren't expecting a fucking pandemic when they stated that, you know what I'm saying? So that's just sped things up. So, you know,
I mean, maybe they were.
Shit, maybe they were. But at the end of the day, it's sped up, man. And you can see it, you know. I can just imagine it's got to be the worst thing in the world to sit here as a black person in this country, already being in a position that we're in, to sit here and save up your last dollars, finally open up a business, and then 2 months later it gets shut down because of COVID, and the niggas is running around here all up in motherfuckers' faces and shit because niggas is selfish out this bitch.
That's fuck.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, certain things, certain ways of life relay in other ways of life, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? We already got all these niggas running around here, all these kids in these communities, so they fucking raw. You know the niggas is fucking raw by the niggas that's in everybody's face without no mask on. I don't give a fuck until they get some shit. Then it's a wrap.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That's a real thing.
I mean, and even if it's not deadly, it's bad enough to where it's affecting the economy. The country is not going to open back up until these numbers go down. And that's going to affect you, me, and all the black people in your community the worst.
Yeah,
Point blank, period.
They got to switch up what they're considering essential personnel, man, because a lot of us are in situations where we're not able to do our work without being on a job site. And that's lack of education. That's lack of, you know what I'm saying, pushing yourself through whatever your circumstances are.
You know what that is? What that is we pride ourselves in getting the job easy. I hear motherfuckers all the time say, man, I went in, I got that job easy. The jobs that stick are the jobs that take effort.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The jobs that take some type of certification, some type of prerequisite, something.
That's the jobs that's going to protect you.
Those are jobs that's going to protect you. Those are jobs that the economy, like you talking about straight up anarchy. You know what I mean? Before they get shut down. Any business with a license. You talking about trucking. You can even go as far as a gun license. Security. Where don't you need security? You always going to need security.
Right.
Get you a gun license, right? So in any job where you need some form of a certification, I'm not going to necessarily say it's going to be the last job to go, but it's going to go before a lot of other jobs. So I got a lot of partners that was, you know, I was telling to do this, do that, and they were bragging about how easy it was for them to get the job they got. Easy come, easy go. You know what I'm saying? You roll a boulder up a hill, you let that boulder go, it's going to roll down quicker. You know what I'm saying? You roll a flat rock up a hill, it's hard to get up there, but that traction is going to keep that bitch up there longer than,
right.
You know what I'm saying? So effort, man. Any job that take effort, because at the end of the day, they got to hire motherfuckers with that certification. You see these?
Put that energy back into somebody else.
Right, and that money. Look at these flight attendants. They're putting flight attendants on furlough, right? Furlough. They're unpaid, but they got their job.
Right.
Right? Why? Because that shit take time to certify people to get all the shit to be a flight attendant. You can't fire them 6 months go by and hire a whole new crew of people, and when you already got a whole crew of motherfuckers that's already certified. Why? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I think that's important to the job fields that we end up being in. You know what I mean? We think easy, and I understand the mentality behind it.
Right.
You know, life is hard. You want some, you know what I'm saying? You want something easy. You want to brag about it, but
it ain't 100% the people who in them situations. I don't think either. But I think that a lot of us have been made to believe that some of these jobs require a lot more than they actually do.
Right.
And that discourages motherfuckers from even seeking that employment. You feel me? You see somebody doing some, I'm talking about like little shit, process server. Man, I can't do that shit, man. They ain't gonna hire me. Like, bro, check on it though. It ain't no requirement. You know what I'm saying? You
put that application in, bro.
That's it. You feel me? But it's easy to go shoot for fucking Miss Winters, get that little job and want to move from there. But you know, I get it. Everybody got to at least get that starting point. But you got to be able to go ahead and take some chances, jump out, and get yourself in a situation where, at the very least, if you got to deal with the shit that's going on right now, you dealing with it with a purpose, though.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But
like,
we're from downtrodden communities. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you know, people get denied all day.
Right.
Sometimes they just want what's easy. Like, you know what I mean? They don't want to sit here and get denied.
But we already dealt with that stress. That's that real life PTSD that they talk about, though. Right.
Right.
Most the average black person that hit 20 is probably dealing with some form of it. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's emotional,
most definitely
something mental, but you dealing with it though.
Most definitely.
Man, get over that shit. Not saying that it don't exist. You feel me? Because it definitely exists, but get over that shit, man.
I mean, you got to get over it. Because at the end of the day, man, life don't stop. You know what I'm saying? And we're over here at this point where, you know, we baby everybody.
Right.
And, you know, that just affects other aspects of your life. You know what I'm saying? Suicide rates are up. You know what I mean? We come from an age where you know, you raised to kind of be a little bit hard. Somebody bully you, you ain't committing suicide because you getting bullied.
Nah.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? You get taught to
back.
fight back. Right. You know what I mean? And these kids these days, man, it's like, what's it called? What's that shit called where you get a award for participation awards? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't grow up.
I don't blame the kids though.
You know what it is? It's the parents that grew up being them failures. They was the failures in high school and they never got over it. And so they want to make sure, but I mean, you just groom your kid for failure, man, because you can't protect your kid from the real world.
Bro, these kids right now are the actual effect of that crack epidemic, bro. Because that crack epidemic took a lot of parents out of the kids that's our age. You feel me? Right. Took a lot of that shit out of our lives. And that now these kids right now are the niggas that's our age. It's their kids. So, bro, a lot of us ain't get that correct guidance just coming up because we was like shorted a lot of shit. Right. But this is the real residual effect of that shit. You feel me? The kids born in the 80s, the kids born in the early 90s, bro, like they dealing with shit. But you still had your grandparents around. Motherfuckers don't go to their grandparents' house no more, bro. They don't kick it with them. They don't get that ass whooped. You kind of just go up, do what you want to do, go outside when you want to. Ain't no real rules no more, bruh. The community ain't involved.
I think there's a lot of assumptions made too. Mm-hmm. I think there's a lot of assumptions made by the kids that weren't raised with fathers, that some of the shit ain't normal. You know what I mean? That is normal. You know what I'm saying? Like that everybody goes through. You know, we all grew up in an age, you know, if you're 30 or over, whatever, you know, we grew up in an age where if you were smart, you didn't want nobody to smell the blood in the water. I know a lot of niggas today that I grew up with that was the hardest niggas in the world. Right. You know what I'm saying? And now you look at them and you can tell they were never able to be who they really were. Right. Right? And that has pros and its cons. The cons of that is that they were never able to be who they really were. But the pros to that are that I think they're more aware of reality, that especially as black people, that there's just a mask that you got to put on. There's a role you got to play societally depending on where you at. We're a little bit more versatile. You feel me? We can switch up the dialect. We can switch up the the way we dress. We can do that a lot better. You know what I mean? I went to interviews with people that a lot of younger people, and the way they dress is like, man, like, you wonder why you ain't getting no jobs. Niggas coming to interviews with jeans on.
Right.
Down to their ass, skinny jeans. Shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We're a little bit more versatile.
Yeah. I mean, that's their culture, though. But I think some of that shit is a lack of what was given to them, though. Because really, honestly, all these motherfuckers have is them jeans, though. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that comes from something different, man. Because I didn't have to, like, my first interview, bruh, ever, I didn't have to go out and figure out what I needed to wear. Because I had parents around. Like, yo, let's go. We got to get you some good slacks, blah, 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 whatever. I ain't wearing no suit, you know what I'm saying? But there was a guidance there. But on the back end of that shit, like, we see it happening, you feel me? But as a and I don't think I've grown to the point where this is gonna be something that I'm doing, but there's a point where we gotta take that young man aside, like, yo, look, I see you got your jeans on and shit, bro. That's not conducive to you getting employment here.
Nah, but they'll brag about it. They'll say, man, I went to that interview with jeans on. You know what I'm saying? And they got the job, you know? And it's a braggadocious aspect.
If they get the job. I mean...
Right. They brag about being able to go to a job interview, say whatever the fuck they want to say, do whatever the fuck they want to do, wear what they want to wear. But they don't understand that shows how important that position is. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, or how easily filled it is, right? It's just like, we don't care. You think they're not stupid. These people aren't stupid. It's not that they don't see that.
Right.
It's just that they know it's an unimportant position. Right? Like they're aware of who they're interviewing. And you're fitting the description in their brain of who they're interviewing. You look like that guy that they want, that you know, it's a position that's easily thrown away.
Right.
And so when that job go, y'all are like, damn. But it's like easy come, easy go.
You feel me?
Easy come, easy go.
He knew at the beginning that you wouldn't even take the time to figure out how you losing that job wasn't even legal.
You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about filling out no paperwork.
Nah, you.
I'll pay you cash.
Yeah,
you ain't got no job, and you over here like, how'd I lose it? Because come on, bro. Right. There was nothing. You blended in with a whole bunch of other candidates. Certifications take effort. Everybody don't put in that effort. People who do are going to be at the top of that list.
Right.
And you're more inclined to keep your job. You know what I'm saying? So, but anyway, so check it out. There's something new that we're adding to the whole regiment. You know what I'm saying? We're playing music, introducing an artist. You know what I'm saying? So this is a young gentleman I met. He's from Atlanta, of Jamaican origin. You know what I'm saying? His name is Kavon Music. And this is him. So check it out and let us know how you feel about the music.
What's the name of it?
No, the song's called Heartbreak Memory.
Don't see the bigger picture. What's going on lost through the night. I'm broken, babe, to put up a fight. And all these things keep us close, just push us farther. And though I try to see the most, it just gets harder. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's like I'm running back and forth, like I'm running for your love. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, it's like I'm going back and forth, knowing that you're giving love.
All right.
Young boy had a good sound, man.
Yeah, man. So that's Kayvon, KVON Music, MUSIC, one word. You know what I'm saying? He's a young dude, man. I met him a few weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? He's like 19 years old. He produces his own tracks. He writes his own music. He records his own stuff. You know what I'm saying? And I thought it was dope, man. You know what I'm saying? He's very eclectic, you know. So go follow him. Go check his music out on Instagram. His name is Popstar Von on Instagram. That's POPSTARVON. You know, on Instagram, and you can go find his music on Spotify, Apple Music, Google Play, and all that, man. You know what I'm saying? Young brother. So go check him out. Go follow him. Go check his music out, and leave a comment. Let us know what you think about it.
Facts.
All right.
That's what we got.
But anyway, we got some commercials we got to get to right now. So we'll be right back after this message. All right.
Oh my God. So where we at?
So we want to discuss black people in our communities being financially literate, man. Financial literacy.
Right. Not a course on how to be financially literate, but definitely understanding how important that is, because I can tell you that there's been some hiccups and some bumps on the road that I could have easily avoided or been able to maneuver around better with a little bit more understanding about what money actually is doing, and really the idea of and the understanding of assets and liabilities. We got to get a little better with understanding where we losing money, and a little better with understanding how we gonna make money, because working a job is making money. We think that, you know, ownership of a car or something is making money, and it's a liability. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like all the things that we think are gonna push and make us better, especially for appearances. I think a lot of this shit we be doing is for appearances, to look and feel a certain way about what we got going on in comparison to other people. There's some growth, a whole lot of growth that needs to be had here. You feel me? And granted, it ain't gonna come easy, because motherfuckers just tired of not having shit. So when you do get the money, you ready to go have something. You
right.
know what I'm saying? And that's understandable. Which is why I don't think it's gonna take, you know what I'm saying, no 2-3 months to figure this shit out. But it's gotta be some progression towards it though. We gotta get better with it. That's really the largest holdback on why we ain't progressing in a capitalist society is the money though. That's how this whole shit operate, man. Like we got our hang ups on what we doing, how we doing it, how we operating with other people, but a lot of the shit that we doing wrong is based around how we trying to accrue fucking funds.
But you've seen Django, right?
Yeah.
I know everybody's seen Django Unchained.
Facts.
And it's funny to me because remember the scene where the German dude saves him?
The dentist.
The dentist saves him, and then he tells him the plan, and he tells him to go pick out his costume, and he's like, I can pick out anything I want. He's like, yeah. And they go put on that fucking bright purple or bright blue ass.
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? And because that's what he felt like in his head money looked like. Like it looked like he felt like that's what having something looked like. And that's what we look like as a people. You know what I'm saying? We're so
Foolish.
accustomed. We look foolish, to be real with you. I mean, to be honest with you, right?
Facts.
But we're so accustomed to not having nothing, and the assumption is automatically that we don't. You know, I think that the assumption there is that white people have money.
Right.
So they have to kind of prove that they don't. You know what I'm saying? You got more white people that got to prove that no, man, I really did grow up in the hood. You're like, man,
Right.
all right, bro, yeah, no, I did. You know what I'm saying?
That sound like a nigga saying, "Nah, I grew up in the suburbs."
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
the
you
assumption
didn't.
is that
Right.
that every nigga grew up in the hood. You know what I'm saying? And so we've grown accustomed to having to show, or attempting to, you know, show that we have something on our person, on our body.
Facts.
So, you know, I was having a conversation with somebody the other day about some of the things that we need to cover before other things, right? And I think education is one of them, because at the end of the day, if you give somebody something that doesn't view themselves worthy of it, it doesn't matter that they have it.
Right.
So, you know, prior to integration, black people were the wealthiest that we've ever been in this country. But what we valued was whiteness.
Right.
And so once we were able to do what white people did, we forfeited our own things because we found more value in whiteness.
We forfeited our respect for self.
Yeah, you know, and I think the respect for self comes with a form of education. I'm not talking about academia.
Right.
You know, I'm talking about the ability to think correctly, the ability to process, the ability to think objectively, the ability to critical think, the ability to research, the want and the needs and the being in that realm where you ask the right questions and you want to ask the right questions about self. But once we were put in the position to be able to do what white people did, we forfeited our own things. And to be honest with you, I mean, the mentality is something that we can blame on white people,
Right.
but the deed itself is something that we can only blame on ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We had our own movie theaters, our own bus lines, our own taxi lines, all this kind of things. But we forfeited that to be able to ride in the front of a white man bus,
Right.
to go to a white man restaurant.
We fought for that shit.
We fought for that, and we do it today. Gucci, Louis, Prada. We got tons of black people with dope merchandise, dope clothing. There's a guy that I follow on Instagram, Saya, somewhere in America. It's a young brother in the Bay Area. He's from New York, though. He makes his own clothing line, own shoe line. Man, this stuff is nice.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But you're not hearing about that all over the place.
Because it ain't Nike, bro.
Because it ain't Nike. And he's getting his materials from the same places that all these top quality name brands are getting his material, man. His shoes made out of ostrich and alligator and, you know what I'm saying, all this kind of stuff. Look him up if y'all can, man. His name is Saya. S-I-A. Somewhere in America. Dope dude, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we definitely, since this whole COVID thing is going on and our economy is already shit, we need to be more inclined into investing our black dollars in the black families and the black companies,
Right.
and letting that shit circulate within our communities. You know what I'm saying? Most definitely. Anything else you want to add?
Nah, not that.
But as far as being, you know, financially literate, we definitely need to have multiple forms of income. You know, have different forms of investments. You know, look into the stock market is a beautiful place right now.
Yeah.
The stock market. You know what I'm saying? Buy it while it's low. When it comes back up, you'll be breaking bank. We're gonna have somebody in here not too long from now talking about financial literacy and all that kind of stuff as well. But yeah, so next we are going to discuss our own protection, man. So I'm watching the news, and they're talking about in some of these places that they got these KKK members wearing police uniforms and pretending to be police. And I was just thinking about the fact that we got all these young brothers wounding up, hung, lynched in parks and behind buildings. Some shit that niggas don't do.
Shit that we don't do.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and shit that we couldn't do.
Crazy shit is KKK been wearing police uniforms though.
Ah, right.
And they never changed, bro.
That's the rub. But you know what I'm saying? But we're talking about like, you know, non-police officer KKK members rolling around pulling motherfuckers over with police uniforms and police vehicles or vehicles marked like they're police, and you know, potentially arresting people, man. As far as, you know, could be assumed. You know what I'm saying? Because that's the only way I could think about it. You pulling over some young black dude and hanging him up in the tree without making much of a ruckus. He think you police officers or some shit like that, and he goes with you willingly because he don't want to get murdered in these streets. And these KKK members are aware of it.
Right.
You know, you're finding that kind of shit going on. More and more videos of these motherfuckers pulling out guns on black folks. There's a lot more violence going on because of these rallies and these protests.
Tensions higher.
July 4th, we're hearing some shit about to go down. You know what I'm saying? All these Make America Great motherfuckers, you know what I'm saying, is gonna come out the woodworks and try to put some work to motherfuckers. So I just need everybody, most definitely be mindful, be prepared. You know what I'm saying? If you live in a community in which you can garner a gun license, you need to get your gun license and you need to get your gun and learn how to defend yourself. It's amazing to me because I'm seeing a lot of the same people. I'm watching videos and I'm embarrassed, man. I'm watching videos. I'm embarrassed to see people talking about fuck the police, defund the police, and then somebody spit on them and they turn right to those police officers that they just said defund, expecting these motherfuckers to do something.
Right. Because they still police friendly, bro. They still police friendly as fuck. They just that's the wave, bro. The wave is to say defund.
Listen,
they're gonna move with it.
I don't got no problem with defunding the police officers, cause I'm ready for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas I know personally who ain't been in a gym, you know what I mean, in 5-6 years, if ever, mind you, if ever. I'm talking about defund the police. They liberals. All these liberals talking about gun laws. They don't want no guns, right? They want to take away your guns. Yeah. They not in the gym. They ain't never been in a fight because they from the suburbs somewhere.
They think this shit gonna be sweet. They think this shit gonna be like when Simba ran up on Timon and Pumbaa, and it was just like the beautiful, you know what I'm saying? This beautiful ass land of just freedom and everybody happy and living together.
Bro, these white folks is these white folks in the boonies, man, is waiting for this shit to happen, man.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, they've been preparing.
Because they know you gonna show your ass and you not even able.
Listen, you talking about motherfuckers. You talking about motherfuckers that don't shower, wear army fatigue everywhere they go, hunt deer. Listen, nigga. They version of a good time is going out and killing things on a weekend, skinning them, gutting them, shoving them in their trunk.
That don't sound bad.
But I'm saying,
I go get some. You know what I mean?
Some venison, right? Nah, but this is what they do.
Yeah.
This is what they do. Every day, every weekend. I was in academy with motherfuckers that would leave academy with their bow and they gun. They know how to shoot bows, nigga. I know how to shoot guns. They know how to shoot bows, nigga. These niggas is going out here shooting bows, nigga. These motherfuckers waiting in trees for 5 hours for a deer. and we got protest twerking,
Right. Like,
That's-
like twerking.
like twerking, and voguing. LGBTQ community is voguing and doing splits and shit for the police.
Yeah, this ain't our specialty, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna take hella movement to get on the right path with this one.
We got to make it our specialty, man. You know what I'm saying? We got to make it our
And I
specialty.
ain't gonna say all of us, bro, because I'm not from a city, bro. So people are more able to do some of this shit. It ain't as deep, you feel me? But I can't get a motherfucker up here that know how to drop the clip out of a weapon.
Right.
You feel me? At least, I mean, it's all cultural, bro. Like, I'm not even gonna specify anything else inside of that, bro. As in general, everybody just need to get better, bro. We got to put our hand out and help the motherfuckers who ain't getting it.
Well, you know, now that you say that, it made me think, man, because you know, I know that majority. There's a lot of black people in the rural South that we don't really count,
Right.
and them motherfuckers is doing some of them same things. You know what I mean? They hunting
As fuck.
You know what I'm saying? They hunting out there. You know what I mean? But at the same time, a lot of us is from the city, bro.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like, I'm from the city, man. We don't do none of that shit, nigga.
The rural South also ain't protesting like that. They're not you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not in the face of this shit, because the whole idea is, well, I got what I need. Motherfucker come over here, we straight. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We gotta do better with it, bro. It's the mentality behind it.
If this is a war, as everybody keeps talking about, we need to be warlike, and in being warlike, you need to learn how to protect yourself. You know, fist to fist, guns. You need to learn how to protect yourself, how to heal yourself, learn CPR, learn how to use trauma dressing. You know what I'm saying? Stop a bleed.
Yeah.
One thing that you definitely need in your repertoire is a tourniquet, a professional tourniquet.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have a episode on that kind of shit too. You know what I'm saying? But have you a professional tourniquet? You know what I mean? And go take you a CPR class. Go take you some training classes, man.
Definitely.
You know, as black people join a black gun club, so you just have support.
Right.
If something happened to you, or you have some people that'll be there with they shouldn't be ready to put work in.
Right. And we got to get better with understanding the legalities behind a lot of this shit, and especially with being proactive, because I think that white people knew that they needed to protect themselves early on, and that's how you get stand your ground laws and shit like that, because they needed to protect themselves while they were being proactive. So, at the point where big black man jump out of his car, I want to shoot him because I don't want to confront this problem, right?
Right.
All right, shit, we'll make a law for that. We'll call it stand your ground. Boom, you can be proactive, jump out and make a decision without actually understanding the situation. They protect themselves that way. We got to get better with understanding that same shit, though. When you need to do it, you know what I'm saying? Understand where you protected at and what you can and can't do.
Right. Because a lot of people don't know, you stand your ground don't mean, see, George Zimmerman tried to use stand your ground. That's not even what he used in order to not be found guilty of that crime. You know what I mean? Stand your ground is a law that was put in place in order for you to protect your home and your. So there are a lot of states in which, if a nigga runs into your home, if he's running out of your home and you shoot him,
It's illegal.
it's illegal. You know what I'm saying?
If he currently pushing your door in and you shoot through that door,
Right.
it's illegal.
It's illegal in some places. So standing your ground wasn't some shit where you just walking down the street all willy-nilly or whatever and you feel threatened by a motherfucker and you could just shoot him in his shit. You know what I'm saying? That's not why that law was created and even how that law works. But so understanding the laws, where you're from, amazingly, it's not just the South that has stand your ground. Philadelphia, I want to say, has stand your ground laws. Georgia has stand your ground laws. There are tons of either Midwestern or Northern states that have stand your ground laws.
Right. Or a form of it. Because
Or a form of it.
some of it, you know what I'm saying? Because even there's stand your ground provisions behind shit. Like if you, it's protection of life. You know what I'm saying? You pull a gun and point it at him, and I feel like you threatening him, I shoot you. You know what I'm saying? There's a protection there, and it ain't. You're right though. It ain't all necessarily stands your ground, but we gotta know. Like knowing is what's really gonna get some of this shit settled, because we just out here blind, bruh.
We're out here blind and we're reactionary.
Reactionary as fuck.
Right. It's not chess. We're not sitting here looking at, why don't we have somebody out here looking at the laws that are on the books and pulling out the laws that we have issues with.
We got them though. That's them e-gangster niggas, and I've been confronting people lately about it. Somebody make a statement, yeah, blah 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 this, and you had them niggas that come up, man, y'all niggas stupid. Y'all need to do some research. Like, bro, if you gonna comment on it, you need to go ahead and start informing them though.
Right, but it's that whole work thing too. Nobody wants to put in that work. I mean, even if you're informing the people online isn't gonna get the job done. I'm talking about, speaking to people who have some type of foot in the politics,
right.
Some type of foot in the local law. People are upset about Breonna Taylor. I'm upset about Breonna Taylor too. But at the time in which Breonna Taylor got murdered, those no-knock warrants were legal.
Right.
So it sucks, but technically what they did was legal.
Legal and ethical they overlap, but they don't always run together.
They don't always overlap either. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes some shit that's legal ain't ethical.
So at the end of the day, we're reactionary, right? So we should have somebody within our communities, because we already know these laws aren't for us, looking into the laws in these different cities and saying, who's more likely to be affected by that no-knock warrant law, right? Right, black folks. And so let's put that shit on a chopping block to try to get that shit taken away,
right?
Before. And not just say it, but like really make waves on it. You know what I'm saying? Luckily now, in Louisville, they got the Breonna's law where, locally, because that's locally, no knock warrants are illegal. That's not nationwide. To be honest with you, that needs to be on that Democratic legislation that they're trying to push. Making no knock warrants illegal. I don't see how you expect me, a legal gun owner, to hear my door get kicked in, you know what I'm saying, and I start busting at a motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm busting.
Not exercise my right to protect his house.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, it's not just the police, and it's not just white people. There's some issues that we really got to tackle in our communities that we're afraid to speak about. You know what I mean? And that goes back to what we were talking about initially with some of these conspiracy theories. We make up a conspiracy theory sometimes to keep from doing our job.
Right.
Which is to check the motherfuckers in our communities. You know what I mean? Huey P. Newton got killed in West Oakland, on a corner of West Oakland. You feel me? We want to blame the government, right? You're talking about I want to say 10 years after the Black Panther Party got disbanded. You know what I'm saying? He got killed in West Oakland. Well, you know what Huey P. Newton was doing at that time? Huey P. Newton was robbing drug dealers. He was robbing drug dealers in Oakland. You know what I'm saying? And the consensus is that he got murdered in Oakland, robbing drug dealers in Oakland. But we want to make a conspiracy theory because making something so great and so grand that we can't touch so that we don't have to actually work and do anything, right? Is a way that we kind of cope with these shits, right?
Absorbing yourself in all this other mystery,
right?
Adding up numbers and shit, and you don't have to face it. You don't got to look at it and look at the problem and deal with that shit.
Tupac was in Las Vegas, jumped a Crip that's known to be a hitter, known in the community to be a hitter, and got murdered by Keefe D and a whole bunch of other Crip niggas that got into jail and admitted it back then. And we still talking about governmental conspiracies over Tupac, right? Why? Because we didn't want to attack the Crips. Right. We didn't want to attack this gangbanger mentality shit that's going on. Nipsey Hussle got murdered by a nigga that everybody knew. You feel me? The crazy part about the Nipsey Hussle situation is that I knew exactly what happened literally 10 minutes after Nipsey Hussle got killed. You know what I mean? Being from California, I know people in LA, half my family in LA. I knew exactly what happened. While everybody making these conspiracy theories. Right? It wasn't even all that. This nigga was a snitch. He came back to the hood. Nip was like, nigga, you a snitch, whoom, and he felt some type of way and killed him. But we want to make it some crazy grandioso shit that we don't have any effect on, just so we can complain and not really affect the things that are really affecting our community. Blame somebody else. So you ain't got to put in no work, right? We know gangbangers killed Tupac. We know gangbangers killed Nipsey Hussle. We know gangbangers killed Huey P. Newton. You know what I'm saying? But we want to make conspiracy theories so that we don't have to tackle the things that are really affecting our communities. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, you know, it's the crazy part about it is we talk about black on black crime, and we say black on black crime doesn't exist, and then we get real semantical with it. You know what I'm saying? Black on black crime is a thing.
Right.
Is it a thing in the sense to where white people ain't killing white people? No. But it is a thing in the sense to where black people are killing black people. The judicial system is killing black people. The policing system is killing black people. The school system is killing black people.
Health is killing black people.
Health is killing black people. Food deserts are killing black people. We don't even have drinkable water in a lot of our communities. We know that we got to be better at everybody else and all these other aspects in life.
Right.
But for some reason, when it comes to how we treat ourselves and how we treat each other, oh, everybody else does that too.
Because everybody else hates us, and we've already been shown to hate ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And that's from that heavy ass following of religion. Well,
we have a loud minority, man. That's what we have, and we've always had, right? Like when you look at the civil rights movement, a lot of the people that were fighting for our civil rights were college students, right? And one, for you to be a college student, especially in the 60s and 50s and whatever, you were already from the other side of the train tracks in a sense. You know what I'm saying? They were a little bit more privileged black folks. The folks that had to work and had to go to their jobs and do blah, 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 they weren't out there protesting when they had to go to fucking work.
They accepted it.
They accepted it. That shit is the way it is. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, we get on people's head from the hood who talk about black on black crime by people from the suburbs who ain't from the hood, who don't know nothing about none of that.
Right.
So they not aware of that. Nigga, walking down the street, I gotta watch what block I'm on because I gotta worry about another nigga killing me.
Right.
I gotta worry about what I'm wearing, the color I'm wearing, because I gotta worry about another nigga killing me. I gotta worry about what side my hat is tilted on, because I gotta worry about another nigga killing me. I gotta worry about who I bump into or whose shoe I step onto in the bar, because I gotta worry about another nigga killing me.
Eye contact, how you moving.
Eye contact, how you moving.
Everything, bro.
What I'm wearing, not flashing too much money, not wearing too nice of shoes, too nice of clothes. You know what I'm saying? My bike, not getting my bike stolen. You feel me? The people who's bullying you at in your school.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? The people that are stealing your school books while you going to school is other black folks. The people that's not from those situations don't understand that. They're just parent and liberal society.
Right. We
have some issues in our community, man. We really do. And I'm not saying that takes away from anything else that's going on, but we cannot keep pushing underneath the rug and act like we don't have a problem in our community that is not within the norm of other people in their communities. If white people are killing white people, hey, they're the only thing that's keeping them in check, right? White people are there are less white people right now because they're not procreating, right? Not because they are procreating, but all of them are getting murdered. There are more black people, more black males are being born than black women in America on a daily basis. But by the end of it, there are more black women than black men.
Right.
they're not reproducing because they just not reproducing. We're reproducing and murdering ourselves. The only thing they got to do is worry about somebody shooting up a school. They got clean water. They got clean health care. They don't even got to be worried about getting killed by the police, going to jail. None of this other shit that we got to worry about. So we definitely have to hold ourselves to a higher standard in that capacity as well. Not just in corporate America, not just in sports, but economically and societally as well. So let's do better. Anything you want to add to that?
That's to do better. Nah, I'm good on that.
So, to sum it all up, man, we just got to do better, man. You know what I'm saying? And that, like I said, that doesn't take anything away from what's going on to us outside of us. You know what I'm saying? But
gotta challenge each other.
Right. You know what I mean?
Like challenge people to do better. When you see wrong, challenge that shit. If you got somebody putting misinformation out there, challenge it, man. Stop sitting back and just letting it happen, because there's people out here following the wrong car. You know what I'm saying? Like, they headed down some shit that's gonna take them and whoever they can get to follow them. They really just kind of, ruffle up the movement. And it really need to be like a solid ass movement, though. Just challenge it all, man. Get a better understanding, research, figure it out, talk, communicate. We damn sure not doing that. Motherfuckers is getting off in a hole and communicating with themselves, man, and not really using the people that's around them.
Most definitely. But all right, man. So it's been about an hour. You know what I mean? We're about to start wrapping it up, but appreciate y'all tuning in. You know what I'm saying? Tune in next week, every Sunday. You know what I'm saying? We have an episode going on. We should be video recorded from here on out. You know what I'm saying? I'm Tay from the Bay.
Real Tay.
You know what I'm saying? This is Power, Powder, and Dollars. And we out. Subscribe, like, comment, put some shit. Share. Most definitely share. We're on Spotify. Now we're on Apple Podcasts. We're on Google Podcasts. You know what I'm saying? We're pretty much on every
we can link those in the joint, right?
Yeah. We're gonna link those in the comments. You know what I'm saying? And leave a comment on some subject matters y'all want us to discuss. You know what I'm saying? But we're out. Peace.
Yeah, I'm on. Yeah, if I'm gone, I'm going in a blaze of glory. Middle finger to the niggas that did nothing for me. See niggas tried to clown cause I ain't got a degree. Told them walk amongst the G's for acknowledging me. I done been around the street, learned to chop up a key. On the same block, things cocked, they shot, he repeat. That's why I raise my fist high and I ride with the heat. I never squeeze till I see the whites of their teeth. There'll never be peace long as the government leads. And I know what I know now cause knowledge